Hello, good evening, and good night, and welcome to my... Wait, why isn't it covering the entire screen? I was about to say welcome to my Starcraft II stream, but I have to fix this first, so I obviously want the highest resolution. Background model. Oh, there's so much. More intense. Dukov, Commander Nova, Arak Nova, Space Clouds. Refresh rate high. Let's increase that to ultra. Probably won't make much of a difference, but you know. What do you mean suggested off? Requires ultra shaders. Whatever. Yes, I do want to... There it is. Now it's covering the entire screen. That looks much better. So, welcome to Starcraft II. Actually, not too long ago, maybe a week ago or so, I had... do I need to adjust games? Oh no, I think it should be fine. I had the idea, after having watched my good... My good streaming buddy Angel, after having watched his playthrough of Starcraft, like all the campaigns, I got a slight itch to just also play it myself again. But I don't think I will play like all three campaigns, like Heart of the Swarm and Legacy of the Void after this. But an idea I did have was to play Wings of Liberty, but to play it using only units that were carried over from Starcraft I and Brood War, of which there are actually quite a few in the campaign. So, like, pose myself that little challenge. I will not go for like all the other achievements because, as you can see here, 180 of 180 I have basically most of them already done. I have played the campaign on hard. I have tackled all these side objectives. I've done that. It's done. It's done. This is done. The Protoss missions I have. I have the final chapter, all that. The only stuff I'm lacking basically is to beat the Lost Viking arcade game. Play the campaign on Brutal, and speedrun it in under 8 hours. So that's basically the only stuff I'm lacking, but I will not attempt that this time. I might off stream maybe try and play the Lost Viking thing, but yeah. What I'm getting at is that I basically have nothing to prove. I think I've done quite well. Yeah, I don't have quite so much in Heart of the Swarm. As you can see, there's still some stuff lacking. I did get all the Moja missions, but Char, there's still some stuff. Well, not that much, actually. Also, the Heart of the Swarm achievements are easier to do, I think because they don't require to play them on hard. Here, normal difficulty, normal. The Void campaign. Okay, just destroy. These one I all have. These I all have. These I all have. I did quite good. 120, 90. So all I need to do is basically this destroy 30 Zerg units. And then I have the Void campaign. Yeah, I have. So I'm actually just checking. So the Void campaign, Legacy of the Void, doesn't even have hard achievements. Same with the Swarm campaign. So all, let's see here. It's all normal missions. Here, normal difficulty. And it was only the Wings of Liberty campaign that had the hard achievements, like here. Complete evacuation on hard without losing a single structure. What do we have? Complete Haven's Fall with 5 settlements protected on hard. But these I all have. Yeah, I'm just going to play it on normal, and I'm just going to do Starcraft 1 units as far as that is possible. Because as I said earlier, I have basically nothing to prove anymore, so... yeah, the only stuff I'm lacking for Wings of Liberty here is to beat the Lost Viking game, the mini-game. Play the campaign on Brutal, but I'm not going to do that while simultaneously doing a unit challenge. And speedrun the game in under 8 hours. Which I also won't attempt while doing a unit challenge, so... But everything else I have. Here, complete Wings of Liberty on hard difficulty. Complete the campaign, complete on normal, get all the base upgrades, get the vehicle upgrades, do all the conversations, blah blah blah, all done. I think I even have the... there was even some secret... Feats of Strength I think it was. Was it the Feats of Strength? Yeah, here. Even got some secret achievements like destroy all protest structures in the Welcome to the Jungle mission. That's the one where you have to farm the Terrazine and you get the Goliath. And you don't need to tackle the Protoss base, but if you do, then for some reason, I don't know why it's on this mission especially, but if you do, you get this achievement. And Devil's Playground, I'm not sure what that was anymore. But yeah, I even got some secret stuff that's not normally... that doesn't show up in the catalog. So it's just going to be a relatively casual playthrough. Just for fun. I don't know how long it's been since I've last played this. I think not that long actually. I think I did this like 2 years ago, maybe 3, when I played it on hard. I even did the Nova missions, which are actually... they are pretty fun. I wouldn't say like, oh, you have to get this DLC. It's not that terribly amazing, but it's a fun diversion if you do have it. There's some nice features like where you can play around with her equipment and adjust that for every mission. You can play around with the... basically you can like level up your units in certain ways, like give them... for example, you can give your siege tanks the ability to jump up cliffs and stuff like that, so you can... there's some little experiments you can do. But yeah, as you say, it's not necessary. I did buy it, it was enjoyable, but... you're not missing out on terribly much, so... in my opinion, this is still the best campaign of all of them. And for quite a while I considered Legacy of the Void to be kinda meh. Watching it on Angel's stream, I actually reconsidered a bit because it did look better than I remembered, so I might give this another try at some point. But first, let's just do this. Oh, and by the way, Angel, I don't know if you saw the VOD or anything, but last night I finished Undying, Clive Barker's Undying. But to be honest, you didn't miss anything. The last chapter is actually super lame. It reminded me a lot of the Zen section in Half-Life. You're just hoisted into that completely empty, barren environment. There's no cool scripted sequence, there's no puzzles or anything, at least not much. You just go through this empty environment, kill stuff, fight a boss that really sucks in its design, and then it's suddenly over. And the ending cinematic was awfully done. Like, the voice acting was shit. The camera work was awful. Yeah, I could already tell that they were running out of time, because that was really like it was so amateurish. It was just super weird. Select difficulty. You have some experience playing strategy games. I might. I might. I mean, I wouldn't call myself an amazing RTS player because I'm very much a campaign player. I take my time and stuff. I'm not competitive, but I find it sad though, because I think that Undying started out really strong. Like when you get to that mansion, you have no idea what's going on. Suddenly you see like the supernatural stuff, and it had a real survival horror feel at first. Like as I said, you just start to uncover this mystery. You have no ammunition, you have no healing items. Every enemy is a challenge. But then as you get more and more powerful, the game just gets more and more boring in a way. Because in the end it's just like another monster shooter and... Oh hey, it's some undead, yeah, just spell and they're gone. Hey, it's some werewolves, hey, I have a shotgun, who cares? If they had kept the entire game like the first few chapters, that would have been amazing. I mean, we wouldn't even have to do it exactly like Resident Evil, because it reminded me a lot of Resident Evil at first, but... So they didn't have to completely copy that, but... I think less of a focus on mass combat and really more on mystery and a quality over quantity approach in terms of combat, like more challenging enemies, but fewer of them. And a more tactical approach where you have to really like use the different spells, because I played through most of the game just with the shield activated and the scythe. That carried me through as soon as I got that stuff. There was nothing I couldn't beat that way, basically. I didn't use most of my arsenal. So yeah, it is a tragedy. Yeah, I could really tell that the publisher rushed them.
Prisoners, step forward onto the platform.
That guy is ripped. Like, the atmosphere at first was so thick. But later on it was just like, yeah, go from place A to place B, kill some stuff, and grab another key. What do you mean exactly? What detail are you getting at?
Even freedom has a price.
I mean, I find it odd that he's basically still wearing his cotton pants beneath all that armor. And he's locked into the suit, so all this time... Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
Combat suit sealed and locked.
You'll carry your prison with you. That armor your new self.
I think I'll draw it in paint in a second as soon as I get control
Make
back.
no mistake.
Or just wait, I have paper. I have paper here.
Is coming. With all
Just a
its
sec.
glory
Yeah, I'll do a quick drawing to
and all its horror.
demonstrate.
Mr. Findlay,
Mr. Findlay.
your freedom awaits.
Hell, it's about time.
But I will say, when this was also the trailer material, this cinematic, when that got out on YouTube, that was pretty killer, I'll say. So this is a very butchered drawing, but human.
And in other news today, Emperor Arcturus Manx held a press conference commemorating the end of the so-called Brood War some 4 years ago. Our own Kate Lockwell was on the
Just a
scene.
sec, I'm almost done.
The threat of a new Zerg invasion is still very real, but instead of expanding our fleets, you've squandered trillions on hunting down has-been rebels like Jim Raynor.
I hope it's bright enough to show this, but you basically mean this, right?
Lawless revolutionary bent on spreading
Like there you have it, human and power armor.
he and his ragtag band
Yeah, I know what you mean. Paper. What an invention. There's already the crotch shots, the neck would have to be disfigured and ripped out of the hair would have to be paper thin. Machines and machinery could be there. I mean, I think for 40k Space Marines, at least the shoulder could work because...
It ain't over till it's over, you son of a bitch.
Bang. Because, I mean, at least 40k Space Marines really are built like
Adjutant, are my
a
troops
V
ready?
shape, so...
Your forces are prepared and awaiting your
The
orders.
shoulders I could see working for a Space Marine, but the crotch...
Good. About time we kick this revolution into overdrive.
Wait, I do have some miniatures here. Just a sec.
Backwater Station is the center of Dominion logistics on Marsan. Destroying Dominion authority here will cripple Emperor Manx's operations throughout the planet.
So... I think it's... This is a Primaris, so it's not really that visible. Let me give some extra light. So... It's not quite as pronounced as for a Starcraft Marine, but... I also always imagined that the legs actually... That I need something to point here, pencil. I also always imagine that the crotch doesn't like start all the way down here, but that it's actually further up and then fits in there like this. Let's see what you send. Deviant Arts. Yeah, it would be a pretty thin area, that's true. Although it is made of adamantine, so that could still take a few hits. And yeah, the crotch is a bit like raised in comparison to what the armor actually shows. It's just yeah, it's just armor. I mean, what would you power in the crotch area? So you would need to power the legs. You would need to power like the hips. I mean, the legs are powered in this intersection. The hips, there might be something that's been cut away. Like there's these horizontal bands running around there. What's number 15? 15, 13. Locks. Okay, that's apparently just locks. Actually, let me just screen cap. There we go. I know. It's I mean, it's still 40k. It will never hold up to any proper scientific standard. But yeah, this would be a thin area. However, I don't imagine that in the heat of combat, all too many people would actually do aimed shots at the Terminator's crotch area. Yeah, I mean, the armpit would also be pretty thin. Oh, look at those pauldrons, man. That's like battleship grade armor, at least from a, a modern Earth standard. This can probably just hold off like 400mm shells. Who would win, the battleship Yamato or one single Terminator? Well, when in doubt, I mean, it's the year 40,000, just explained away with like it's been super miniaturized and it's super futuristic materials that are lighter but still sturdier and blah blah blah. Just fan wank it away and just try not to think about it, because what's the one phrase, like no, like only the fool asks twice or something. 40k, only a fool asks twice. There was this one phrase that was actually pretty catchy. Was it only the traitor asks twice? As I said, I think that the Starcraft power armor might be even worse, because Starcraft power armor actually fits normal humans in there, whereas in 40k you can slightly argue with the Space Marines' crazy physiology.
Adjutant, what do you got for me?
Dominion forces have set up a logistics headquarters in the town of Backwater Station. This has become the hub for all operations on Sara. The Dominion recently pulled troops out of the city and they are now under strength.
When your government even names your settlement Backwater Station.
Backwater Station are known to be anti-Dominion, but they lack weapons and organization.
If I can take that headquarters away from Minsk, it'll cripple him on this planet. Prep my ship.
Well, who knows how many convicts they went through during R&D. But yeah, as I said earlier, something that I've never noticed before is that Tychus is sealed into the suit, and of course, okay, the suit has recycling facilities, so that's fine. But he is still wearing a normal pair of pants, so
Let's show the locals they don't need to fear the Dominion.
So even if the suit recycles his pee, first step, he's still pissing into his pants every single time. And this game doesn't scroll with WASD.
Commander, there are tutorial videos awaiting your review.
Ah, scroll speed is awful. I don't need tutorials. Mouse sensitivity, scroll speed. That's 40% maybe? Let's try 40%.
Raiders roll.
I think I'll go to 50. Sorry, Rainer, you'll have to wait. I have to fine-tune my game.
pupils wide, your eyes open, and your ass is covered. Let's move. You can count on me. Sounds like a plan. You can
Good
count on me.
doggy.
Sounds like a plan.
Don't go up that road.
Raiders.
Shut up, I will go up that door. Do not tell me what to do, women.
Count on me. Raiders roll.
Raider. Kill him!
Time to man up. Sounds like a plan.
Watch your neighbors closely. They could be
roll.
rebels.
Keep a close watch on your neighbors. Descent will only slow our progress.
Commander, destroying the Dominion holoboards will help incite rebellion against the Dominion.
What's up? Sounds like a plan. I'm getting mighty tired of seeing Meng's face. Blast it.
One thing that you can already start telling here, though, is that in a certain way the writing has
You can
taken
count
a
on
drop,
me.
I think. I mean, Mengsk was always power hungry, but now he's like... The game hasn't even properly started and he's already like a cartoon dictator, basically.
Raiders roll.
And I think I'll also turn the sound down a little bit. Master volume. Let's put that at 30. Like as I said, in like Brood War and Starcraft 1, he was just trying to grab power, and he succeeded, but now he's like, watch your neighbors, blah blah blah. Like it's North Korea or something.
Raiders roll.
But of course, the good, freedom-loving people of Backwater Station will have none of that.
My neighbors. My family.
This is starting to look ugly. Me.
And yeah, of course, he has like a gulag set up, and people just vanish, and I don't know what.
Commander, a large Dominion force is gathering in the center of town.
Then it's time to call in that special delivery we talked about. Count on me.
Not the best timing there.
Like a plan.
Thanks for the assist. We're with you, Raider.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm also not sure if I already get like extra rewards for doing the side missions.
That's Raider.
No sacrifice.
Raiders roll. You can
Don't
count
have
on
time
me.
to listen to your stuff.
Raiders roll.
We don't have to go. Okay, there's
Sounds
another
like a
one.
plan.
Your freedoms must be protected.
Time to man up. Count on me.
Yeah, of course there's like a...
This is bad.
Of course there's like a holographic statue of him saying like, oh, freedoms must be protected, and there's like a shooting range here to kill dissidents. Oh, the irony.
You can count on me. Time to man up.
What I'm trying to say is that I think StarCraft 1 was a tad more subtle.
You can count on me. Time
A
to man up.
tad bit. A little bit.
Sounds like a plan.
I mean, Blizzard games were never really known for the subtlety, I think,
Sounds like a
but
plan.
it's still a spectrum.
Finally, there's the locals.
You'll all be given a meal when you reach the dig site. My brother went off to the mine last week. He disappeared.
We got a runner.
They're shooting civilians. Move in. Raiders roll. Sounds like a plan. Time. Raiders roll. What's up? Mengsk has a lot to pay for.
Thank you, Raider. We knew you wouldn't forget us.
There's more people still being held up ahead.
I'll see
I do respect them for like modeling all these different faces, though. That's pretty cool. Warcraft Starcraft is essentially the same story. Let me think. Like Warcraft 2, orcs invade, humans beat them back, humans go to the orc world, try to seal that, and succeed. StarCraft 1, Zerg invade. I think StarCraft 1 and Warcraft 2 were still different enough, but I would say that
Count on me.
And I think I've argued so before during your stream that like Warcraft 3 and Starcraft 2, that's where it really became apparent that it was
Count on me.
basically the same plot.
Marshal Rayner. Been a while since we saw you around here.
We're with you, Raiders. Like planned.
Hooah! Yay! Amazing! Rebellion!
This is a restricted area. Insurgents are under arrest. We got your back, Rayner.
Like this whole thing about Kerrigan being the chosen one to stop Amon from destroying the universe, that's... It's still too loud, I think. Let's turn it down even more. Let's turn it down to 20.
Sounds like a plan.
Like the whole plot with Amon, that's basically the Burning Legion.
Count on me.
Some demonic super force is just trying to bring darkness over the world. But the people have to unite and beat them back. That's Archimon and the Burning Legion and the orcs and the elves and the humans uniting.
Now you've got the weapons and the resources to do it. Remember, Minx can only control.
Yeah, the Demon Lord. But I think Starcraft 1 was actually rather different. I mean, it was even different just in... I didn't liberate all the civilians? I mean, Starcraft 1 was already different in that you had a third party. Whereas in Warcraft 2 you only had the two parties, of course, and so you had a just different dynamic between them, because like the Protoss were like ostensibly on the same side as the Terrans, because they also wanted to fight the Zerg, but like in true superior beings fashion, they just thought like, yeah, fuck these apes, they're just in the way. Starcraft 1 had a really good campaign and story. That fly is pretty damn well modeled, I'll say. So you could say that like Warcraft 3 was starting to steal from Starcraft Brood War, because in Brood War the Terrans and the Protoss and the other Terrans
For the most wanted man in the sector.
all unite to fight Kerrigan. So there you already had the seeds for like the uneasy alliance to defeat a bigger bad plot.
Little Jimmy Rayner, the people's hero.
So yeah, I guess it actually started with StarCraft 1, but because StarCraft 1 was still standing on its own, it wasn't really that noticeable.
Nice suit.
And in that regard, you could also say that
Be prepared.
that Kerrigan and Arthas are also actually,
Life sentence.
yeah, holy damn, they're actually damn similar.
Time off for good behavior.
Like Arthas was a hero to his people, tried to fight a big threat, became corrupted, and became the biggest champion of an evil overlord. Kerrigan was a heroine to her people, tried to fight a big threat, became corrupted, and became the champion to an evil overlord.
Tell me.
Digging up alien artifacts.
Hot damn. Blizzard, you lazy bastards.
For 'em. But I got a contact that'll pay top dollar for every artifact.
So does that mean that like Reyna is basically Jaina?
From under me.
I mean, Reyna, Jaina, it almost sounds the same.
Tychus.
Partners then. 60-40.
70-30. My way.
I like Tychus. Tychus is a cool guy.
Feels like old times already.
Old times.
When you think about it, Tychus might be the most interesting character in this whole game, actually. Okay. What do we have here?
This looks recent. This your doing, Jimmy?
Folks in these parts are ready to fight back against Mengsk. Guess they just needed a little push.
You still take this whole revolution thing pretty serious, then?
Everyone needs a hobby, Tychus.
I still think it's crazy how much the atmosphere differs between StarCraft 2 and 1. Like, 1 and especially Brood War was super dark. I mean, just watch like the intro to Brood War and like any cinematic in here. Like, I mean, in StarCraft 1, the Zerg were actually like on the level as the Tyranids in 40k. Like, they were this unstoppable horde of just all-devouring monsters. And no one had any idea how to beat them back. And now it's like just like happy, oh, revolution, let's overthrow Mengsk because he's like a cartoon villain.
Sara. Sometimes I think it would have been better if you just died that day.
Yeah, and they were all based on Alien in the end. But better steal well than invent badly, I always say.
Call me curious, but how'd you get out?
Well, I busted out of my cryo freezer while they were transporting me to New Folsom. Oh, I must have killed at least a dozen guards with my bare hands.
Yeah, I've heard this one before. But you left out the part where you walked on water. Made off with the warden's daughter.
Don't you get uppity with me, boy. I heard all about you becoming a big-time freedom fighter while I was away. What happened, Jimmy? The war for truth and justice get too much for you.
I ain't licked yet, Tychus. And I promise you, Mengsk is going down, one way or another.
Tychus's cover story is actually damn clever when you think about it. Because, I mean, his story is obviously false, but it's like so obviously false that Reyna just passes it off as like, Tychus is bragging again. And doesn't ask any further questions, so he's off the hook pretty easily. And he doesn't suspect a thing about like what's really going on with him. So Tychus is actually a damn smart guy. Y'all.
This is Donnie Vermillion, live from the UNN studios on Core Hall. We've got a breaking story for you. Let's go live to our own Kate Lockwell on the fringe world of Marsara. Kate?
Thanks, Donnie. Rebel Jim Raynor has reappeared in a big way. He's attacked a Dominion depot near Backwater Station, seizing weapons and distributing them to the local populace.
Kate, I bet the locals are pretty nervous about having a notorious outlaw in their neighborhood.
Actually, Donnie, the people I talked to seemed really encouraged by the...
You heard it here first. Jim Raynor terrorizing the locals on Marsara. When we return, your kids using skin packs?
Keep talking, pal. I'm just getting started.
Right, all the talking is done. Let's do the next mission.
Thanks to your actions,
Perfect, we got the
Sara is
first
now in a state of open
classic
revolt
unit.
against Arcturus Mengsk. Ex-convict Tychus Findlay has revealed the Dominion came to Marsara to excavate an alien artifact. Seizing the artifact will strike another blow against the Dominion and generate funds from selling it to Findlay's mysterious contacts.
Actually, talking about StarCraft 1 so much has given me like a slight itch to play that again, but if I play every game that I talk about, yeah, I'm thinking about it. Yeah, in that regard, yeah, Brood Wars is basically StarCraft 1. One thing I'm not sure yet is the Medivacs, because like lore-wise, the Medivac is basically the dropship from StarCraft 1. But of course, in StarCraft 1 it didn't have healing capabilities, so I'm not sure whether I should use the Medivacs. I could like with the research, I could unlock that. I think it's called the Hercules carrier. which technically isn't a classic unit, but it like fits the profile better, so I'm not sure yet how I'll do that. The other point of contention would be the ghosts. To like really do a classic only thing, I would have to side with Nova during the divergence. Though story-wise, I would side with Tosh. And I think I will still side with Tosh because I've never used the ghosts anyway. Or the specters as they're called if you side with Tosh. So it would really, for me, it would really just be a story decision, but I've never found any use for them in the campaign. So I might just break the pattern a bit there, because in the end it's irrelevant, practically speaking. But I think that's the only 2 points of contention that I can think of.
Keep your shirt on, son. Dominion engineers been digging out here for months.
Like the Banshees and the Vikings will just be supplanted by the Wraith.
Well, I'll be damned.
No Reapers, but Firebats instead. The Medics. No Diamondbacks, which I also never used.
Let's smash that base and haul that baby out.
You can still use the siege tanks, you can still use battle cruisers. I can get the science vessel, which I do anyway, even if I weren't doing a classic unit run, because it's just useful. Marines, obviously. No Marauders, so that could actually be... I think the no Marauders could be one of the most impactful decisions, because Marauders are damn useful. They're good against armored units, and they have that, like, slow grenade that you can give them. Get to work. I still can't scroll with WASD. I'm so used to Crusader Kings and stuff like that.
Got it. We'll need a lot more Marines before we take on the Dominion outpost. Train them up at the barracks. While we're at it, extra SCVs will help us harvest minerals faster.
I want the refinery. Thanks. Can't get through there, but extra stuff.
Looking forward to it.
Zip. Let's train some more. Also train some more. I'm running out of supply. Get that done. But I think there's some rescuable units on the map, so let's take a look around. At least some minerals, that's also quite good.
Been waiting on you.
Are there any units I missed? Marines, Marauders, Ghosts, Medics, Firebats. Ah, no Hellions. That's true. None of them. But I've also never used them much, so...
Commander, the Dominion is attacking the rebel base to the southwest.
Good. That'll keep the Dominion off our backs.
I need a tech lab. Okay.
Need our help, Tychus.
Those folks need our help, Tychus. What else can I build? Nothing. Let's get these guys. Kill that guy. There we go.
You guys sure are a welcome sight. We're with you. Just tell us where you want us.
I want to hear picking stuff up. And you just start training some extra medics.
This better be good.
I should have enough supply to get all that done. That's more, perfect.
Better send some body bags.
Maybe with another depot just in case. But I probably have enough troops to just defeat them already.
Yes, sir.
The tech lab can't research anything, can it? No. I think in multiplayer the lab actually researches stuff, but in the campaign that's just done with the research and upgrade mechanics on the Hyperion itself. I don't need any more SCVs, not on this mission.
Been waiting on you.
So once these are done and the medics are done, then I'll just advance.
The doctor is in.
Boom, 18. Well, I'll just keep producing as well, so give me another 5.
You rang. The doctor is in.
One more. How long did it take? 25 seconds.
This better be good.
Just as long as a marine. Okay, I thought marines would get built faster. But maybe I'm also just used to like command and conquer build times where everything gets churned out super fast, in comparison at least.
The doctor is
Like what's an infantryman in command and conquer? It's like 2 seconds or so. Maybe 3, but not much more.
You want a piece of me, boy? That's
Bad guys are that away.
Yeah, I hadn't figured, guy. Thanks for that.
Warning. Dominion Hellions approaching.
Piece of cake.
I'm on it. Go, go,
I
go!
know it's a bunker.
Armed and ready.
Okay, I actually lost a guy. GG! Can't win anymore.
Nice job cleaning out that bunker, Jimmy. Between your boys and my skills, we are gonna go a long way together.
They're trying to build more.
Gangway, coming through.
Very squishy though, never even had any serious attack. It's true, it's super squishy, but it's also super cheap and super fast. All I'm saying. And what I will say is that the minigunner is surprisingly strong against buildings. Like, of course, a single minigunner won't destroy a construction yard or anything, but for their cost, they are quite strong against buildings. Like, I think I think a heavy tank for the Soviets costs like 900. For the same cost, you can get 9 riflemen, and I think the 9 riflemen might be faster destroying a building than a single tank.
This better be good.
Did I only build 4? Okay.
You gonna give me orders? Armed and ready.
But that's only in Command & Conquer 1 and Red Alert. I think by Tiberian Sun they had already become weaker. Or maybe Red Alert 2.
Accessed. Decrypting security overrides. Crane control established.
Beautiful. Now let's reel that sucker in.
In Tiberium Wars certainly, but then Tiberium Wars was also very big on the rock, paper, scissors. I got an achievement? For what? Jury race? What we got here?
What's this? I heard them Zerg got burned out by them creepy Protoss a few years back.
It's been 4 years and they're still finding burrowed dens out in the wastelands.
Well, a trophy like that's gotta fetch a good price on a black
Only
market.
4 years, huh?
Up for some hunting, partner?
Knock yourself out, Tychus. Me? I've hunted enough Zerg for 2 lifetimes.
Let me tell you about the Brood War.
Have to say, Jimmy, you turned into a real impressive fighter. If I was old Minsk, I'd be running scared from you too.
You really mean that, Tychus?
Nah, I was just kidding. What was it like, Jimmy? Fighting them Zerg?
All the scrapes we were in back in the day, all the narrow escapes, none of it compares to how terrible they are, Tychus. You don't know what real fear is till you got 1,000 of these sons of bitches barreling down on you.
So dark.
Oh man, didn't the magistrate here know he was hiring an arch criminal as his marshal?
He was counting on it. Guess my tough guy reputation kept things nice and quiet around here. All the time I wore that badge, I never had to shoot anybody.
Well, where's the fun in that?
And this is so unusual to recruit an ex-criminal because I think in the lore it stated that most of the Marines are actually convicts. Like they're being brainwashed, get like a control chip implanted in their brain and given false memories, and then they're sent off to the front.
Thanks for staying with us. Let's go now to Kate Lockwell with an update on Jim Raynor's violent uprising.
Thanks, Donnie. Raynor's clearly widening his list of targets. He's attacked a Dominion archaeological dig and possibly seized a dangerous alien artifact.
Emperor Mengsk spoke on this subject earlier today.
There's no telling what kind of havoc these supposedly innocuous relics might wreak upon our worlds. Anyone found in possession of these items will be dealt with to the fullest extent of the law.
Look on the bright side, partner. You're a wanted man either way.
Thanks, Tychus.
Shocking, Kate. I imagine civilian casualties were high as a result of Raynor's terrorist actions.
Actually, the only civilian deaths appear to be collateral damage from overzealous Dominion security forces.
Thanks, Kate. You heard it here first.
You know, for a state-controlled propaganda channel, they're doing a real awful job. Why is Kate Lockwell even still not in a gulag?
So who's your mysterious buyer, Tychus? Who are we supposed to hand this artifact over to?
A bunch of eggheads I ran into called the Mobius Foundation.
Mobius? They're a legitimate research group. Why the hell are they talking to you?
Soon as your boy Minsk made it illegal to trade in alien goods, they got desperate. And you know me, Jimmy. I am a great patron of the sciences.
Yep. With your PhD.
With the artifact secure, you need to wait for transport at Backwater Station before you can leave Sara. Transportation is on the way. Caution is advised. Dominion security forces may succeed in tracking the artifact to the station.
This is also basically an exact replica of Starcraft 1 mission. I think it was also mission 3, it might have been mission 4. But it's basically the same thing. Defend yourself for like half an hour against the Zerg until you get evacuated.
Transport coming to pick us up. All we gotta do is sit tight.
Don't sound too hard. I figure we earned ourselves a little R&R.
Commander, I'm detecting a massive concentration of Zerg biosignatures landing at the...
I think you're right.
I should have known it. Damn you, Tychus.
I swear, man.
I mean, in StarCraft 1, the barriers were provided by buildings, whereas here it's like a chasm. But layout-wise, I think you are right. It's basically the same.
If we man the bunkers and hold those 2 bridges as long as we can, we just might stand a chance. We're gonna have a real fight on our hands here.
There's also an achievement on this mission to destroy the Zerg base.
Not against the Zerg, you ain't.
Which I might just try for the hell of it. I mean, all I have to do is spam Marines and medics, so we'll just get a ghost. Get to work. Get in there. Get in there. You train more. There's the artifacts. We can... Let's just start researching right away. I don't need to man these bunkers. I'll just hold them here. It's not completely identical. I think the Starcraft I version had like... I think it was wider. And had like... I think it had like 3 entrances. This has only 2. But still the idea is basically the same. You start building one of these. Let's try build a tech lab. I don't have the Vespine yet. More of these guys. And you will build a bunker for me pretty soon. Let's get them out of the way so they can build there. Bunker was you, right? It was. Yeah, camera! Want to build stuff.
Here they come. Lock and load.
You're going to be control group 0. You start mining Vespine. Can I sell these? Salvage. Huh. But I'm not sure. I think there might be like a Nidus worm popping up in the middle eventually. So I might want to save these bunkers for later. Not on normal. Were the missions actually were they that different depending on the difficulty? Yeah, let's get these guys real quick. Just run, run guys, run people. There we go.
Thought we were gunners there.
So I also better start building up a reserve. A mobile reserve, because there's going to be, I think, 3 squads to rescue. And more SCVs. Because now I actually do need some minerals. Well, this is a normal dimension. Let's transfer exclamation later first time. Let's select the heavily wounded guys. They can go to the bunker. And you're going to be my mobile squad. You give me... Okay. Here I can maybe place one of the thingies. More SCVs. I really remembered Marines getting built faster than this. Right the hell now. Gotta love the southern. I don't want to load Marines into this bunker. Just shut up, game. Just shut up. You know what? Just to please you, just to make this tooltip go away, I'll... There we go. Supply depot is up.
Base is under attack.
There we are. More of these. That has to be repaired later on, but I think I can... Okay, it's also an auto repair. This is getting done. You know what, I want the tech labs. I do want some medics. They repair that. So I think I'll just place a third bunker here and a third bunker here. That should be sufficient. Or maybe another bunker here. I'll just make sure that... Yeah, this looks good. Let's get some medics. Another 2 SCVs. The third squad should pop up any minute, actually. I mean, this is not ideal because I can still get to this bunker, but...
The doctor is in. Must be an emergency.
Upgrade complete.
So that's done. Just place them on here. Build faster.
Where does it hurt?
Oh, they're sending hydralisks.
The doctor is in.
There they are. You fill this up. I am coming, folks. I'm coming. Just give them an attack order. Squash them. You build another bunker already. Yeah, let's place it. Let's place it here. The minerals. Back in action. Then let's start filling this guy up. Some more SCVs. I also need more supply. I think I'll just keep like, let's also start building
Additional supply
some
depots required.
turrets, because I'll need those. Once you're done with repairs, I'll just place that here in the way. It's kind of stupid, but it's better than nothing at all. This is done. I can't build anything else, can I? No. And another one, like here. I don't know how many, I can't remember how many Marines you need to tackle a base. I think it was actually quite a lot, but... Let's get that down. And I think I'll also place a turret like... like here maybe. Want some more supply. 12 damage per missile, but they attack twice. And there's the next. But now I have 3 bunkers firing. So that will be fine. Piece of cake. You're done. I think I'll even build a 4th bunker. Like this. Why not? It doesn't hurt. So these are all full. Let's start filling that guy up. Get repairing. Yeah, 20 is... I have like 1,500 almost. I have plenty of money. Don't have that many medics though. Let's build another turret. Oh, it's still telling me to put people in there. I got it the first time game. Do I build a 4th one here? But where exactly? Maybe here?
is under attack.
Okay, it was a smart thing to build the turret there. Let's get some more medics, another 4. In the meantime, I'll consider where to put this. Maybe like this. It's not ideal placement, but it works.
Keep at it, boys. The ride's on its way.
The doctor is in.
How much longer actually do I have to hold out? Where does it say checkpoint reached? Where's the bloody timer? Ah, there. Another 10 minutes.
Standing by.
You go up. So you're done building. You're done building.
The doctor is in.
Yeah, it should be any minute again. But I have a nice force here. Let's get this done. I might need some more supplies, so you guys get to building here. You support here. Piece of cake. There they are. And I built the turret in the way. Oh, that's crap. Okay, okay. Oh, smart move building the bloody turret there, yeah. That was trash. So you build the turret like here. You build a turret maybe here. But I'll actually like probe the defenses maybe. Okay, this is full. Another 4. You're going to be repairing in a second anyway. Okay, assault incoming. Huh? Doesn't look too bad. I'm taking some casualties, but I'm also almost through. That goes up again. I think I should have enough. There's even Nidus Worm, so... Not anymore. Okay, just to make the game shut up, I think I'll actually start filling these bunkers.
Base is under attack.
How are they doing? Yeah, kill the Overlord. Yeah, it's actually easier than I thought it would be. I remembered like I had to send like 50 Marines in, but okay, the achievement was on hard, so maybe I did have to send like 50 Marines in. Do I need more of these supply thingies? I think I'm fine. He's so busy with that stupid AA gun. 4. This base is done. It's basically destroyed enough. I don't need to kill all the upgrade buildings and stuff like that. You know what? Let's just build me more supply. Just do something with your time. Where's my other? Ah. Okay, there he is. So you just stay on repair duty. I mean, I did take some losses, so I think assaulting another base will not go so smoothly. Until I get more Marines. That is. But it's only 5 minutes anyway, so that was really just as a small diversion. However, building more Marines doesn't hurt. So here goes.
Hold out just a little longer.
Just a little longer. Checkpoint reached. I'm almost out of Vespine. I think there's like 3 bases. There's like one here and one here that you can probably reach by going this route. I don't remember any cheats, or I could just actually check. I'm not even sure if the game has cheats. It probably has. Like, I still remember all the Starcraft 1 cheats. Power Overwhelming was for invulnerability. Was it on screen for uncovering the entire map, or was that on Warcraft 2? Okay, now I'm starting mixing them up. Maybe I don't remember all the cheats after all.
Mineral field depleted.
Ah, it's starting. Economic downfall. Build more Marines, come on. Just build a missile turret or something.
What's going on? Yeah, whatever.
Did destroying this base just cripple their AI because they're not sending anything?
You want a piece of me, boy?
Or was this mission really that easy? Apparently it was. But with the victory less than 3 minutes away, I will not send out my next assault team. Oh, there they come.
Got it. I'm on it.
Piece of cake. 2.5 minutes.
Mineral field depleted.
Flatbed truck. Armored mechanic, like it even has certain values. And it seems to be tracked. Yeah, there's definitely tracks. I think it's even the same tracks that the siege tanks have. At least it looks to me like they reused the asset. Not that I can blame them. But there are still units coming from there, interestingly, even though I crippled them. I mean, they could have rebuilt in theory. But the drones, when I was actually there, the drones didn't show any effort of actually rebuilding, so these must be scripted units.
Base is under attack.
One more minute. And then victory is mine.
Just hold on. Cavalry's on the way.
Take your time, man. No rush.
There actually is no rush. I could do this for days. I'm actually reminded of the mission in Brood War. Terran mission where you have to go back to Char. And the Zerg have this unit, the Turusk. I think it was called the Turusk. Which is basically a super ultralisk, and every time you kill it, it gets stronger. And like, you should have seen my defense line for that. It was probably like, I don't know, 100 supply tied up in siege tanks. I'm not sure if it was, I mean in Starcraft II it's called the Brutalist, but I think in Starcraft 1 it was called the Turusk. But I'd have to check.
Cavalry's arrived. Anyone still alive down there?
Good to see you, Matt. Welcome to the party.
Glad we made it in time, sir. Now let's get you boys out of there.
And like every time you killed it, it would get like, it would come back, I don't know, 10 minutes later, and it would have like another extra 100 HP or something. Oh, there it is. Hatcheries destroyed, 3 out of 8. Okay. Yeah, maybe my pronunciation is completely mangled, that could be. Maybe it's also Taruske or something. And even in the far future, we use basically World War II anti-aircraft.
Never left you hanging before, sir.
Fair enough. Just get us the hell out of here.
All batteries, concentrate forward firepower.
What an order.
Spin up drives 2 and
Torak.
6.
Ah, okay, Torak.
All hands brace for warp jump on my mark.
So dramatic.
What the hell happened? We ain't seen the Zerg in years. Why attack Sara now?
It's not just Sara. You need to see this.
Zerg Swarm launched a full-scale attack.
Devastation spread throughout all Outer Rim fronts. Sustained heavy
That was actually a throwback, the one with the arrows. It's a throwback to the victory cinematic for the Terran campaign in Brood War. Because there in the propaganda video that the UAD puts out, there you can basically see the same thing.
We always knew she'd be back, but what's she after?
She's come to finish the job.
I really need to play Starcraft 1 again. It's a bit sad that playing Starcraft 2 just puts me more and more into the mood to play Starcraft 1. Because I actually really like this game. I like Wings of Liberty. It's a good
Sir,
game.
We need to make sure our hardware and munitions are up to the challenge.
Yeah, I'll check in with Swan down the armory. Knowing him, he's already got upgrades for us.
I hate to ask, sir, but is there a reason that convict's still on my bridge?
Easy, Matt. Tychus is one of my oldest friends. He helped me out of a real bind a few years back. I owe him.
Well, your friend has a criminal record as long as...
Mine? Believe me, if Tychus Finley wanted me dead, I'd be dead already.
Understood, sir.
But every cinematic, I just keep thinking like, that has been done better before. Okay, let's do the talking.
Just how bad is it, Matt?
Zerg are attacking all over the sector, sir. Manx pulled the fleet back to protect the Dominion core worlds, leaving the fringe worlds to fend for themselves. It's a nightmare.
There's no way we can stop an alien invasion with one capital ship and a handful of volunteers.
Best we just stay clear, partner. We can earn ourselves a fortune working for Mobius while this whole thing blows over.
You don't get it, convict. This isn't gonna just blow over. The Zerg won't stop until we're all dead.
Don't worry, Matt. We ain't sitting this one out. But we're not exactly in tip-top shape either. We'll earn some cash and build up our forces so we can make a difference when it counts.
I also just noticed that Tychus has his flashlights on, which is probably a real dick move to whoever he's talking to. Like, you're just chatting him up and then it's like, ah, Tychus, turn that shit off.
One hell of a ship you got here, Jimmy. How'd you get a hold of a floating palace like this?
The Hyperion was Meng's flagship back in the day. Me and Matt decided to borrow her when we parted company with him. This old baby's seen us through some tight spots.
Speaking of tight spots, Tychus, why are you still wearing that suit on my bridge?
Yeah, what'd you bust the zipper or something?
Okay, so I might have had a little help when I broke out of prison. Let's just say it came at a price. I get to stay locked up in this suit till I pay off all my debts.
And who's collecting those debts? Who sprung you?
They're Mobius boys, of course. I didn't just run into them in a museum, you know. They want them artifacts something fierce.
Your debts better not bite us in the ass, Tychus. Covering for your shenanigans ain't part of the deal.
And there's our resident dwarf. I mean engineer, sorry. But for all intents and purposes, he is a dwarf.
The usual, building up our standard forces.
Bringing my troops and hardware up to speed, huh?
Yup, you can add upgrades for their tech right here on the console. But building an army on the run ain't cheap. You brought back credits this time, right?
Look, I know money's been tight. But that artifact we just picked up from Sara is gonna solve everything.
Yeah, I've heard that before, brother.
It's different this time.
Yeah, I heard that one too.
Burn.
Upgrading what we got is all well and good, but when are we getting new hardware? A lot of gaps in our inventory right now.
Sometimes we take a job with some kind of new hardware, and I get a schematic for it so we can make more of them. The plans for other stuff, we gotta either beg, borrow, or steal.
So let's take a look. What can we already buy? Okay, this stuff is too expensive. Ah, just 5,000. Okay, so Marines can get the stim packs, good old stim packs, or they can get 10 HP with the shields. Oh, that's actually quite nice. Medics no longer require the tech lab add-on. Well, in the long run, I will get the tech reactor anyway, where I can just have the reactor and the tech lab upgrade simultaneously. So this might actually not be worth the money. This would be worth the money, definitely, if I had it. And the bunker upgrades are both quite good. Extra range is excellent, and another 2 slots is also quite excellent. But I think for now, given that I don't have that much, I'll just save on that. Take a look at...
We picked up a distress call from the planet Agria. There's a colony there under attack by the Zerg. Your convict buddy Tychus lined up a mission retrieving another artifact. It's on a Protoss shrine world called Monolith.
Okay, there we get the Goliaths. I do like Goliath.
The Mobius boys think there's
Did I get Marauders?
artifact in a world called Monolith. Supposedly there's Protoss guarding it. A group of fanatics call themselves the Tal.
Oh yeah, I remember the one you mean.
Now don't get all sentimental thinking these Tal'Darim are your old Protoss buddies, because they ain't.
Though I did read that that actually the hardening upgrade is actually stronger, but I remember that when I played this first, I also picked the small autogun. And they got fire bats. Evacuate the Agria colony. I think that's the escort mission where you have to get the convoy out. Also, Ariel Hanson is voiced by the same voice actress who also did Liara Tassoni. I don't know her name, but that's her voice. Okay, this actually gives me a little more money. You know what? You decide which mission I do, and in the meantime I will get myself something to drink. So, be right back. I see you didn't pick, so I think I'll actually do this one first. Not because of the Marauders, but it gives slightly more money, and I think this one is also slightly easier, so I'll do that one first, and then use the money for nifty cool upgrades. But first let's have a sip of good old Cold Coke Zero. It's the gamer's choice. So yeah, let's just launch.
There it is, Jimmy. Just like Mobius said. Easy money.
I don't know. There's a lot of Protoss down there. We're gonna have to... What the?
Warning. Multiple Zerg biosignatures detected.
Ah, hell.
What was the gimmick with this mission again?
Ground waiting?
Ah, right.
But you can bet they're headed straight for our shrine.
I have to capture the objective before the Zerg get there.
With any luck, we won't have to. We only need to hold the area at the top of the shrine long enough to extract the artifact. So we'll land here and cut our way through the Protoss lines while they're busy with the Zerg. It's only a matter of time before the Zerg overwhelm the Protoss.
So basically there's two parallel lines going to the artifact. I attack on one line, the Zerg on the other, and it's basically a race. Now I remember. Get to work. There's also the first relic. There's another relic. But yeah, no using Marauders, except for the ones they just hand to me. Because they will hand some to me. Then you should demonstrate the new unit.
Big job, huh? What's going on?
Got the refinery going. At least I still have some leeway. Ah, I do already have a refinery on my bad. Ah, no matter.
Warning. Protoss stalkers are gathering at our perimeter. Incoming transmission.
SCV ready. I got something new for you, cowboy. Marauders. The latest word in big bada boom hardware.
I ain't sure this is the best time to be
Yeah, there's a normal dropship, but I can't build them.
This time there is. Let the Marauders loose against those stalkers and you'll see. Don't leave me hanging. SCV ready.
I guess in this case I have to use them. Because 4 Marines just don't cut it against the Stalkers, but I'll just keep them here for base defense. You start building me more Marines. I also need more minerals. I think I'll also need a second barracks eventually. Grab that already. I do want the research.
Yes, sir.
I'll not actively kill them off. I'll just keep them in the base and just let them hang there.
Additional supply depots.
Ah, now I need supply depots. Okay.
Not enough minerals.
Not enough minerals. Come on. Give me money. Wait, let's put it like here.
You gonna give me orders? You want a piece of me, boy? Armed and ready.
But yeah, this is going to be interesting. Not using the Marauders because in typical Starcraft II fashion, the mission is basically tailored around them. It's always like that. You get a new unit and then the whole mission is built in such a way that you basically need the unit to win. Need more Marines. And more of everything, basically. So I'll just build a bunker here and put them in there, and then they can camp. You deliver new minerals first. You build me more. Ah crap, can't fit the bunker in there anymore. I also need the machine shop, or what it's called, the workshop, for the upgrades.
This better be good. Who wants some?
Also, let's start building some medics.
Warning. Incoming Zerg attack wave detected.
That's so, huh? Ah, cute, it's 4 Zerglings. Right, you build the engineering bay, that's the name.
Got a whole lot of love. Armed and ready.
The doctor is in. Just relax.
More SCV. Let's see, what do they have here? Probably one of these punchy thingies. What are they called? Spine crawler. Can I build faster?
The doctor is in. Is it critical? We must be in.
There we go, firepower. More of that. More of that. I could actually send people to defend here and then basically just take as long as I need with the mission. In theory. Ah. Okay, that's going to take a few more Marines. Yeah, let's start building another barracks.
Just say when.
Armed and ready. You want a piece of me, boy?
More money. I think I want 20 SCVs working on minerals. Maybe even go for 3 barracks, who knows.
SCV ready. Go, go, go. SCV ready.
Why does everything take so bloody long? Speed it up. Yeah, here I'll build a reactor. Just to speed up marine production. Which also just takes forever.
This better be good. Go, go, go. Armed and SCV ready.
Okay, it's getting quite a few.
This is crazy, man. We can't take the Zerg in a stand-up fight, and you know it.
Leave the tactics to me, Tychus.
Waiting on you.
Okay, you just build medics basically.
Upgrade complete.
And you pump Marines.
Not enough minerals.
I don't want to hear not enough. So 2 of these. How much would I need?
The doctor is in. Is it critical?
I think with four medics I should be fine. Also, let's get that going. But then you really have to rethink how to do the mission. Because with just a few marauders, this is a piece of cake.
Where does it hurt? Ooh.
Additional supply depots required.
Okay, let's just attack. Go in. Don't whine. Okay, keep production up.
The doctor is
Give me another reactor. Maybe even more SCVs just to be able to pump Marines more.
The doctor is in.
Okay, got 2 out of 4. What are you producing? More of these?
Add-on complete. Additional supply depots.
Don't say anything about supply depots. So yeah, I have a sizable force now. Let's just produce more Marines and attack.
The doctor is in. Where does it hurt?
Yeah, 22 SCVs on money duty. But their losses are considerably higher than they used to be. We definitely need those barracks pumping.
Doctor is in. Need some triage?
Bad news? Gangway, coming through. You gonna give me orders? You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade complete.
There it is. Fine. It's good. Okay, let's see. You get in there. You get in there. You get in there. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Let's try and focus them down. Okay, this seems to work. More Marines. More Marines. I think I have enough medics. Ah, assault. Let's get that back. Okay, they're fine. They are doing fine. So let's gather our forces. They're all building. Good, good, good. Let's grab that. How much damage does a Marine deal? 7, okay. This I'll just ignore, it just takes time that I don't have. Protoss research. More guys to the front. Construct. That's treasonous talk. Is there a base here or something? Yeah, there's a small base. More troops in the grinder. Keep producing. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't ever stop. Let's disrupt the unit production as fast as we can. I don't need to destroy the buildings themselves, I just need to get the pilots done. Pylons done. Get them destroyed. There we go. That one doesn't do anything. Now this is irrelevant, let's just ignore. Let's just ignore that. Okay, last research.
That's fine.
Perfect.
Of course. Who wants some?
And attack. Now attack here. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Keep this guy healed, keep him healed. Okay, done. Nice. Oh, crap, I forgot about these. Yep, the medics have a busy day. Really busy day. 7 damage, 14 damage against air. Air? Well, in theory, I could do the Aaron Hanson missions and get some Vikings first. That's true, but
I got a crew coming down to pick up the artifact.
okay, we got a victory, but it was harder earned than if I had used Marauders.
I forgot how resourceful you were, Jim. I won't make that mistake twice.
Because Marauders are super effective against armored targets. How long did it take me? Where does it say? Units lost to Stone Guard. Not a single unit lost to Stone Guardian. Nice. 1520. If I had done that on hard, it would have almost been enough to get the achievement, which I already have. Tychus catching up with what he's missed in prison.
That's funny, convict. I don't recall giving you access to our database.
Just keeping up on current events, Captain. Seems this Queen of Blades got everybody running scared. She don't look so tough.
You have no idea who she is, do you, Tychus?
Don't matter to me none.
Zerg took her. Turned her into that.
And Jimmy feels responsible.
Honestly, if we have to face her again, I don't know what he'll do.
Woman like that, there's only one thing to do.
Foreshadowing. What could he mean?
I caught Tychus hacking into our database, sniffing around about Kerrigan. I don't know what his game is, but we clearly can't trust him.
Matt, me and Tychus ran together a long time. Got in all sorts of trouble. When the law finally caught up, he took the rap for both of us. Never once ratted me out. I got a second chance. He got locked up.
I understand your loyalty, sir, but...
I owe him, Matt. Leave it be.
Yes, sir.
Also another hint that Tychus is much smarter than he looks because he hacked into the archive. And it's not like in prison he had the chance to stay on top of like current software developments.
Guess you heard the news by now, Raynor. Looks like you're back in business.
That I am, Mr. Hill. And fighting the Zerg and Dominion all at once is going to take its toll on my standing forces. You got any guns for hire?
But you know the invasion makes it a seller's market right now. Still, your bartender over there makes a hell of a Mai Tai. So, sure, I've got some mercenary contracts you might be interested in.
You're all heart, Mr. Hill.
Right, so you get the... Basically the mercenaries are buffed up, just buffed up versions of the normal units you get, so the war pigs are stronger marines, 64% extra health, 35% extra damage, but you can only recruit a limited amount of them per mission, so with the war pigs you get 3 squads of 4 elite marines each. I could, in theory, buy super marauders, but since I'm not using marauders, that's just money out the window. And I can play the arcade. Okay, let's watch the news first.
This is Donnie Vermillion live from UNN. Tonight, we're going to discuss the infamous Queen of Blades. Scientists and military insiders have long speculated that...
By the way, Angel, will you play Real Stream tomorrow or on Monday again?
That's right, Donnie. Is it possible that the leader of the Zerg has a human heart?
More importantly, Kate, could this mean some kind of Terran-Zerg alliance is possible?
Donnie, there's never been any evidence at all to suggest that infested humans retain their free will.
You make a good point, Kate. The question is then, how do we kill her?
That's one I think we all can agree on. If humanity is to survive, the Queen of Blades needs to be eliminated.
I thought you'd like these, the winning entry from a Zerg Hunt a few years back. I'll add the TV to your tab. That's the badge again.
Take this down.
Nah, it's a
Thinks it's cool or something.
It's a part of your history, man.
Your Mobius buddies ever happen to mention that the Queen of Blades wants these artifacts too?
Hey, they just give me the missions, man. What's it matter anyway? Putting that bitch down would be doing everyone a favor.
I thought it was just about the money with you, Tychus.
Nothing says I can't do my part for humanity and get paid well.
Good point.
Right.
So yeah, I could play the... You know what, let's just play the arcade, just one attempt. I will lose pretty soon anyway, because I suck at these kind of games. You, mighty Viking, are lost. Find your way home to Vikingville, but beware the evil Terratron. He does not like you, not at all. Space, arrow keys, control, okay. Then probably on the right. Yeah, exactly. Kaboosh! Kaboosh! Missed one. And it does fire faster if I tap the space bar. Okay, I can also go forward, it's good to know. Ah, there's an upgrade. Side missiles! Nice. Extra destruction. What do we have here? Another bomb, that's good. Ah, they are extra tough. But not tough enough. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Got too greedy. There we go. Ah, this is okay. This is high damage, but low spread. Well, the damage doesn't seem all that high after all. Yeah, I think the side missiles are cooler. Extras. Ah, okay, yeah, that's nice. Extra side missiles. Ah, crap, I got hit again. No, my upgrades, my upgrades. As I said, I suck at these kind of games. Okay. I think I've always managed to get to the first boss, but I'm not sure I've ever beaten the first boss. So what do we have? A carrier. Okay, let's just use a bomb. Let's try to keep the amount of interceptors to a minimum, because they are the ones that actually deal the damage. Apart from that. Oh dear, oh dear. Nice. My poor damn spacebar. It's a pain. Oh, come on! Take more damage. Ah, crap. Crap. Respawn. Fast, fast, fast. So how many lives do I even have? Does it say anywhere? Okay, I didn't pay attention. Okay, crap. If I could at least fire on left mouse or something, because pressing spacebar that fast is really... I don't. I really don't. We all have our weaknesses. You have like... when playing strategy games, you have like the attention span of a goldfish. And I can't play shoot 'em ups for my life. Blah blah blah. It has like nano machines building the grenades on the field, stuffs like that. Yeah, and maybe I don't tunnel vision enough. So yeah. This is a really nice upgrade. The Marauder attacks have an area slow. So that's what I meant earlier, that they're actually damn good units. But I'm not going to use them because they are not a classic unit, so I will instead purchase this. I won't. So I'll make my medics stronger. I mean, 25% faster heal plus less energy use is quite powerful. I have 105. Could upgrade the Marines, or I could start upgrading the bunkers. The bunker upgrades are also pretty cheap. And the bunkers, you will be using bunkers throughout the entire campaign, basically, because the Terran campaign in Starcraft II is very defensive a lot of the time. So I think I will... Let's get this one. I could even just get both. Yeah, let's just get both, then I have what I have. So I won't be needing to spend money on those anymore.
Are you alright, sir? Confronting Kerrigan again after all these years.
We've got to stop her, Matt. No matter what she's after.
Well, we gave her a setback today. The artifacts are obviously important to her. We just wish we knew why.
It's also going to be interesting because a lot of the units I've actually never used. Like, I've never used fire bats when I played Starcraft II. I've never used the medics much. I've never used the Wraiths. And for a long time I also didn't use the Goliath. I think the Goliaths I just started using the last time I played. Same with science vessels, because I didn't... when I first played the game I didn't know that science vessels could heal. So, next one I get... Ah, that's the Reaper mission.
But short on funds. The planet Redstone's got the most valuable minerals around. And with the Zerg invasion, the Gilmorians backed up and left it all behind. Some enterprising men could turn a big profit there. Meet me at Redstone if you want a piece of the action.
I'm not sure what the Zerg research is tied to in this mission. I think it's tied to killing the Brutalisk. Because I was considering, like, do I have to use Reapers just to get the research? But I think I don't. But I want to do this mission anyway because I want the fire bats, so... Let's get that going.
Transmission.
Thank you so much for responding to our distress call, Commander. I'm Dr. Ariel Hanson, and I represent
Dr.
the
Tony.
people of the Agria colony.
Pleasure making your acquaintance.
Pleasure to meet you, Doc. You can call me Jim. What's the situation?
The Zerg have overwhelmed our planetary defenses. The colony is lost. For the past 12 hours, we've been evacuating people to the nearest starport, but the Zerg attacks have become so intense, we can't get any more through. If you can guard the highway, we can start sending the remaining groups every few minutes.
Don't worry, Doc. We'll get your folks through to that starport safe and sound.
I pray you're right, Commander. The Zerg are more terrible than I ever imagined.
Yeah, this mission also sees some good use for the bunkers, I think, because you have to basically lock down the Zerg spawn points. And they get extra damage versus light targets. And they're quite tough. They have 100 hit points. I think that's twice what the Marines get. Let's also gather some minerals.
Our allies are being attacked.
At least their Marines have the... Oh no, they have only 45 damage, okay. Hit points, I mean. Thought they were stronger.
Barbecue time. Smoking. Well done. Barbecue.
Thank goodness you're here. I'll give you control of the main building so you can help us evacuate the colony.
Gimme, 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 gimme. Yeah. You best start building some depots right away. Alright, they just basically wait for a transport to come and then they accompany the transport. Also, the mercenaries are on cooldown at first.
We'll need to escort the convoys all the way to the main starport for them to have a chance of escaping this planet.
How much did they cost? 125. Okay, they basically cost the same as a medic, they just are differently... it's the same total amount of resources, it's just differently distributed. That's the word. Distribution. I also need more barracks. I just need more SCVs. I just need more of everything again. So yeah, these fill up. And once they're, I think like... yeah, once they're full, they just start on their way. Another Marine.
Fight fire with fire.
How much did they cost? 250. And a normal Marine without a shield has, yeah, 45 hit points, not even 50.
Don't stop for anything. Let's roll.
Oh, they don't wait until they're full. Okay. I feel a bit unprepared, but whatever.
Not enough minerals.
We'll also need more supplies soon.
Not enough minerals.
Shut it. Ah, minerals. Grab, 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 grab. Let's spend that on SCVs right away. Spend money to get money, basically. I think the Zerg research here is again just spread around the map.
The Dominion military abandoned them when the Zerg attacked.
Let's send a fire bed in there.
Sorry to hear that, Doc. At least these bunkers are in a good spot.
How much for barracks? 150.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, I know. Ah, there's minerals. Perfect. So Zerg research should be like here. I think here's one, and like over here probably. Missile tower. Ah, right, Overlords. Yeah, thanks for the tip.
My goose is getting cooked.
First, let's build some more SCVs. Ah, perfect. Money, money, money. Plus Vespine. I should also just build more. Yeah, there they are already. Overlords. But first delivery is pretty much done. Ah, and they try to do the more. I also need this. So I got 1 out of 3 research. Give me, oh, that also takes a tech lab. Okay, let's build a tech lab then. Let's also call in the war pigs. Then 2 more of those. Oh crap. 2 more of those. Grab what you can.
Add-on complete.
Get the weapons damage up.
It's a long haul to the starport, partner. How can we be expected to guard the whole thing?
I reckon we can use a mobile force to keep it clear, or build more bunkers to block the approaches.
Or both.
Either way should work.
Yeah, everyone is waiting for me to just get another supply depot going. So work your ass off, little man. Work. There we go. And there they go. These I'll use for my mobile troops. Because they are quite strong. And I guess I will take your advice and place like tower there.
Convoy is almost ready to go, Commander. Please alert your men.
Additional supply depots.
Oh god, come on. I'm trying. Let's put another 2 SCVs down for the money. 20 seems to be a good amount for those early missions. Let's maybe start scouting actually. Oh, perfect, there's more stuff. One, two, three, 4. Yep, there it is.
Get to the starport, move it!
I'm moving. So I'll also send another SCV up here for repairs. So 1 SCV basically for every bunker. I'll also place 1 here later on. Keep building more of those. That's halfway done, that's good. Got the stuff, the armor going.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah, the fire bed is actually quite useful. And, as you said, Overlord.
Base is under attack.
Now let's just build another one to kill those overlords faster. You start building a bunker here. This one is almost filled, that's good. Also tower. Can't build those. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll still put down like a depot here too, so they can just can't circle it. Not as easily at least. Okay, you go looking for the research stuff. This looks more like it leads into the base. Yep, there's a crawler, a spreader thingy. So, turret. And you get in there. Back to the street. Almost done, perfect. Almost another round of war pigs. Hey, look, it's hidden zerglings. Get rid of them. They're not even trying to defend themselves, suckers. And you lock that down. War pig spawn. You maybe get in there. That's better. How about you get in there? Do some scouting.
Upgrade complete.
Nice, so that's all the upgrades. And there's the last research. Excellent. Easy. As I said, you just keep locking that down.
Commander, another convoy convoy will be heading out soon.
You place another one here.
This better be good.
So I should have this mission in the pocket already, I think. Yeah, this bunker is full. You know what, let's just build more fire beds. And I guess one of you Marines, you guy, you get in there, complete that. And I'll just casually fill up like another set of bunkers. We'll also start locking things down here. What are you doing there? So, another set of guys, one firebird, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get stuck outside. Ah crap, it doesn't fit. Okay, I'll just destroy it when I pass there. I'll just destroy it right now.
What's going on? Armed and ready. Need a light.
Base is under attack.
Don't try repairing it. Ah crap, ah crap. Like they saw it coming.
You want a piece of me, boy?
1, 2, 3. Yep. The bunker's going to get filled. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, they're ignoring the SCV, that's good. That's luck. Overlord doesn't even get close. Another bunker. You also start building for that bunker. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Base is under attack. Our SCVs are under attack.
What? Repair later, build that first.
By the numbers, boys.
And another convoy secured.
Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Need a light.
Yeah. I can almost get another set of war pigs. This one's all set up, so you also start building another bunker soon. And now watch the magic as this giant transport just vanishes. It's a magic trick.
Armed and ready.
Sir, we just detected Zerg organisms entering the upper atmosphere.
Yeah, yeah.
Fix, but they're heading your way.
Yeah, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good for the rest of the mission, actually. 2 bunkers plus some turrets should be enough to fend off everything they throw at me. Plus, I still have the mobile force. So Warpig with a shield would have like 85 hit points. That's actually quite strong. I think like a siege tank has 150?
Another convoy ready to be escorted, Commander.
Or 125? Also just increase like my turret coverage along the way. So no Overlord sneaks past me. I also don't remember this mission having like a day-night cycle. I generally don't remember the Starcraft II having much of a day-night cycle, except when like the mission calls for it. Spoiler alert.
What's going on? In the rear with the gear.
So another 3 guys for that, and yep, there he is. So that bunker is all set. How's the transport coming? Okay, they're starting.
Everyone's here. Let's go.
Wish I could do more, like more research or something, but this is basically it.
Go ahead.
Can I build something here? No. Engineering bay. Could build another merc compound, but what for?
You gonna give me orders? 10-4.
I could build more medics, that's true. That sound. Right into the killing zone. Good job.
The doctor is in. Where does it hurt?
So how much does healing cost?
The nature of your medical emergency.
10 life per 2 energy, and that's also cheaper now, unless this has already been calculated into the 2 energy. And they have a maximum energy of 200, so that's a lot of HP. Okay, the firebats also seem to have a decent enough range, so they can fire over the lines of depots.
The colonists are hurting. We gotta save them.
Nobody's hurt. Don't be so dramatic.
Where does it hurt?
Roger that. Will do.
I really just have to wait until this mission is over. I can't really lose it anymore. I could like heal these guys. Also nice touch that they have a different insignia on their shield. Okay, I don't have any shields to check it, but you can tell on his shoulder pad slightly that my troops have their own insignia. No, just to stay busy, I'll
Sir, I'm picking up seismic disturbances
explore a little bit.
position. I think it's some kind of tunneling zerg.
Wonderful. It's just like him to keep things nice and interesting.
Some kind of tunneling zerg, huh? I don't know what he means. Is it like a new unit?
I'm on it.
I am. And not only am I playing this on normal, I've played the campaign like 3 times or so, But I have nothing else to do right now. I really just have to wait until this bloody transport gets loaded up and...
Oh yeah. Can't wait.
I need something to
We're
do.
almost done, Commander. Another convoy will be starting out soon.
A 12mm Gauss cannon. I'm just trying to imagine that in real life terms. Depending on how powerful the Gauss cannon is, that could be super crazy firepower. Ah, that's right, 12mm of 50 cal, yeah. Yeah, so depending on how fast it can get the projectile, that's super powerful. Like a few days ago, I actually just played around with a calculator to calculate kinetic energy, and I was just like trying around with the numbers to see like either how fast and or how heavy a projectile would need to be to get into like a tactical nuke territory. And it was like if you fire like a 1-ton projectile at like 100 kilometers per second, then it's basically like a very big bomb. So I think that gave you like around like 2 terajoules or something, and for comparison, like Little Boy was like 69 terajoules, so a 60th of a nuke with what is essentially just a piece of metal is not a bad feat, in theory. Never made any sense in being Gauss since the rifles fire normal bullets and have casings, have banks and recoil. I mean, the casings I get, but I mean, it would still have a bang. You would still get the supersonic bang. And there. And I'll keep talking when it's more quiet. Yeah, you gunned that down. That's true, it's a different thing, but it's not like it wouldn't make any sound at all. And I have seen like a photograph of a railgun experiment by the US Navy. And if I'm not mistaken, then... No enemies? Then, it actually, after leaving the muzzle, it actually trailed some plasma behind it. Because it was just so fast. Like, let me just actually, I think I can find that again. It's probably on the wiki if I just type in railgun. Yep, there it is. That one. Test firing at the United States Naval Service Warfare Center Dahlgren Division in January 2008. So there, like a description. Photograph taken from a high-speed video camera during a record-setting firing on an electromagnetic railgun. Firing a 3.2 kilogram, oh god, they're using kilogram at least, projectile at so many megajoules with a muzzle velocity of 2.5 kilometers per second. Blah blah blah, I don't care who they're part of, blah 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 blah. So you would have a bang, just a different bang, and you would have like a muzzle flash, basically, just a different kind of muzzle flash, because it's not like expanding gases from the black powder. It's just like compressed air, basically. So superficially, I guess it would look a lot like a normal gun.
Base is under attack.
But wouldn't it have recoil? At least, I mean, I'm no physicist, but I remember how in the Mass Effect Codex they explained that it actually would have recoil because like that one Newtonian law, like blah, every force has like a counter force or something like that.
My people got out alive.
So wouldn't it have like at least mild recoil? But I'm no expert there. Yeah, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Got all the convoy trucks. I lost one structure, what did I lose? Got the research.
Great job, sir. Dr. Hanson's offered to stay on with us for now, and I think her skills will be invaluable.
It's hard to believe I'm even here.
Great to have you, Doc. Are you planning on pitching in?
Well, your medical facilities are medieval, and your science expertise is...
The run is suspended by a magnetic field, there's no friction and no effect on the rest of the gun.
Well, I guess you might be able to teach Stedman a thing or two. Welcome aboard, Doc.
But wouldn't there on a gauze? No, not on a gauze. Wouldn't on a rail gun? Wouldn't there be friction? Because I always thought that for a rail gun it actually needs the contact to the rail. Or am I mistaken there? Maybe I can find. Let's see if I can find like a test firing video on YouTube. Railgun test fire. I thought that for a railgun you need like a contact between them to fire. Let's see, railgun. Oh, I already have the screen cap going. Like here, so like the projectile actually connects the two rails. That's how I've always understood it. Field windings, single loop of current, blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. The armature may be an integral part of the projectile, but it may also be configured to accelerate a separate projectile. A plasma armature is formed by an arc of ionized gas. Hybrid armature. Here. The railgun uses a pair of parallel conductors along which a sliding armature is accelerated. Etc, etc, etc. So I guess for a railgun there would be some friction. Let's see. Let's see if there's any visible. It did slide back a little bit, so there's some recoil apparently. Though it's not like super obvious, but it's there. It's just 55 seconds, let's just watch it. That sound. It's like a giant fart. There's no stopping me. I mean, it does look super cool. I wonder how thick these metal plates are. Does it say? Blah 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 blah. That's today because we don't have the tech to make it work as in theory. Ah, okay, so in theory you say you could like have a contact-less railgun, basically. I mean, that makes sense, but then at least I wasn't completely mistaken in what I had learned. Does it say how thick these plates are anywhere? Okay, YouTube comments. It doesn't. But yeah, here railguns can readily exceed 3 kilometers per second, but until we get like really to science fiction territory, where they have like 50 kilometers per second, 100, 200, that's still like a long way away. I also wonder, it's just a metal tube with a massive mechanical rail system. H-shape. Yeah, I think we can already also see that. No, this seems to be just a ball, but I did see the projectile that you mean, I think. I did see that in another video. I also wonder what became of the plasma cannon research that the Americans did. I think it was called Marauder. Yeah. Magnetically accelerated ring to achieve ultra high directed energy and radiation. It's basically a it's a plasma railgun. And from what I've read, they actually did manage to pull it off. I mean, not in a practically feasible way, but like the experiment did apparently work. I think it even says here, blah blah blah. Accelerating 1 to 2 milligrams of plasma in a toroid of 1 meter in diameter. And somewhere it says like, yeah, there. The shot has the energy of 5 pounds of TNT. I mean, compared to the effort it takes to just shoot that plasma toroid, it's laughable, but they did have a working plasma gun, basically. Donut-shaped rings of plasma and balls of lightning cause extreme mechanical and thermal shock when hitting the target, as well as producing a pulse of electromagnetic radiation that could scramble electronics. And that was in the 90s, yeah, here. 1990, 1993. So I wonder whatever became of that, because that was like 30 years ago by now, and I don't think that they really stopped researching. That's true, plasma is just plasma. They wouldn't have plasma like problems with staying intact throughout the journey through the atmosphere. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like it would just like dissipate, probably. But if I'm not mistaken, like a theoretical solution would be to like to basically create like an electric corridor along which it could travel. So you would basically, I think it would like first you would shoot a laser basically, and then along the laser you would shoot the plasma or some stuff like that. I'm not quite certain, but a laser beam, yeah.
Kate Lockwell on remote feed from Agria, a fringe colony. Are you there, Kate? Okay, we seem to be having a sound problem with... I'm being told Emperor Mangsk is going to address us directly. Let's take you to his announcement already in progress.
What an honor.
My finest military minds are being brought to bear, and it's my pleasure to announce that they'll soon be led by the hero of Taurus himself, General Horace Warfield.
Warfield? I thought he retired years ago.
With General Warfield at the helm, and our finely honed Dominion military under his command, I have every...
Electron path, the plasma follows, but even then it is dispersed and in high atmospheric pressure, your power output to increase effort to handle. Well, it always comes down to the basic question of energy generation.
Defeated in no time. Up next, Raynor ups his campaign of terror just as the Zerg reappear. Coincidence? You decide after these messages.
It's always a question of energy. The super dense alloy bullet is not practically solution for current level tech. Yeah, I guess you're right that first they will have railguns and then after railguns they will develop feasible energy weapons. But by then we'll probably like be in already having space combat, like proper space combat, where something like a laser would have the obvious advantage of being a laser, so hitting the target very reliably.
You meet Dr. Hanson yet?
Sure did. I asked that sweet thing if she'd like to give me a physical. No harm in asking, right? I think she's got her eye on some pansy ass, though.
Yeah? Who might that be?
Oh, I don't know. Some white knight kind of guy came charging down to save a colony, maybe. Damn, Jimmy. You never could read the ladies.
Let's get down to business.
Also, we need fusion power to pull all that stuff off. So I can get better fire bats. They have another 60% health. And 25% extra damage, and they're super cheap. Just 25,000. So let's get them. Ex-Confederate fire bats have fallen dozens of worlds over the last 4 years. They don't care about causes, only... Oh, sorry, cash. And we have unlocked the laboratory, though I don't think I can research anything just yet.
The alien artifact is all secure in the lab, sir. You know, seeing it got me to thinking about my special projects.
Whoa, slow down, Stedman. What do you mean?
Meet the nerd on duty.
Doing some kind of research down here?
Yeah, well, you know, not yet, sir. I still need some additional specimens to get things going. Once I get those, we can make some big improvements to our weapon systems and tactics.
Did you just use feet, Angel? Feet?
What do you need?
I am disappointed.
All kinds of things. I've entered the details into our database.
I thought you were a man of science.
That we need, you'll be notified automatically.
Just try not to blow the ship.
Feet per second. Blah blah blah. Recovered Zerg sample is still growing. I'm playing around with it, etc. etc. Blah blah blah. Protoss crystal, etc. etc.
Oh, Commander. I've been giving these artifacts some thought. Oh, don't worry. I know what you're gonna say. I haven't been running diagnostics on them or anything. Well, at least not directly, at any rate.
Just spit it out, son.
Well, sir, when the second piece was added, the ambient containment field spiked drastically. I know. If we add any more pieces, we'll need to draw even more power from the ship's fusion core to maintain the field.
Ah, okay, it's from American Arctic. That makes sense.
And expensive. Well, the sooner we get him off my ship, the better.
I think the fastest propellant projectile is around like 2 kilometers per second, like for tank guns. I think tank guns have like 2.5 kilometers per second for modern guns. But I think they're really pushing it in terms of what they can still do. Like one little tidbit that I picked up years ago was that they use like an electrically charged propellant. So instead of like the classic way where the needle thingy hits like the bottom of the shell and then it like spreads from the bottom to the top. Like an electrically charged propellant would like basically simultaneously ignite all the way along, so it would like have the same force in a short amount of time, and so on and so on. So it's like really pushing it, but I don't think there's much more they can do. Yeah, it has reached the pinnacle basically. Wait, when did I pick up all that? Huh? When did I pick up 5 Zerg research? I'll do the research in a second, but I do want mission archives. Liberation Day has no research. Outlaws has none. 0 Hour has none. This has Protoss research. This has the 3... When did I get... The extra Zerg... Huh? Is the game bugging out at me? In a positive way? I mean, I'm not complaining, but I just would like to understand. So yeah, there's what Angel mentioned earlier, the automated turrets. So even if the bunker is empty, you get this little turret on top of it, which is like, I think it's the equivalent of one Marine, basically. Alternative is the bunker gets 150 extra life. Optimized shapes for travel, materials for better penetration, and yeah, the primer for ignition, and caseless. But yeah, as you say, it's limited by the gas. And yeah, so maybe they can squeeze out like another 500 meters per second or so, but I agree with you, it has reached what's still doable. I mean, I like the strike turrets basically, but I think I will go with the extra life. Oh, that's true. It could be good on normal. That's right. I'm just trying to think ahead of what kind of missions I will face. I mean, I have the extra range already. I have the 2 additional guys in the bunker. I think I'll still get the extra life because with the 2 extra slots, the strike turret won't make that much of a difference, I think. So let's get that. What's next to the partition turrets? Last time I played the campaign, I actually picked the planetary fortress because that's also something that's really useful in the last mission. Because it's super tanky, so you can use that very well to basically help lock down an entrance to your base. I mean, not on its own, it's not strong enough for that, but like a planetary fortress with bunkers and siege tanks is almost indestructible, because this has like 1,500 hit points, I think. The shots are actually quite strong. So you don't need it on every mission, but as I said, in the last mission it's God's End. And maybe even in 1 or 2. The Predator is, well, from what I've heard, basically useless. I've certainly never used it. People basically said that Firebats can do the same. And they're like cheaper and you get them earlier. So I will probably get the Hercules and use that as my main transport. Just to stay true to the spirit of the classic unit run. I used to like the regenerative biosteel, but it's actually really slow. It's like, I think it's like 1/3 of a hit point per second. And since you can get the science vessel, which just heals vehicles, this is just completely redundant. And so this might actually be a much better bet. They start with 100 energy and they get 100 extra maximum energy, so like the medics can just heal much more. The Wraiths can stay cloaked for longer, the science vessel can heal more, so this is probably really the better bet. And this I'm not sure actually. I mean, this can be quite powerful, like as it shows here, controlling like an Ultralisk. But you have to, I think you have to manually target it every single time. Whereas this, you just place it in a good position and it just slows everything in an area. So I'm not decided yet, but I still have obviously a long way to go. On this front, Yeah, every weapon upgrade increases attack speed by 5%. Or life increased by 5% for every armor upgrade. I mean, normally I do like damage and rate of fire, but I think the life upgrade is actually a bit more valuable. Because, like, for example, with a Marine, 15% extra fire rate versus like 15% extra life. I think the life wins out in the end. I always pick this in previous runs. Because you can just like instantly increase your supply and instantly create a wall. But I might actually take this one this time. No, it increases life by 5%. So each armor upgrade gives them 5% more hit points. Up to 15% of course, with all armor upgrades, so... Like a battle cruiser would... What does a battle cruiser have? I think a battle cruiser has like 550 HP. So a battle cruiser would like be pushed to above 600 HP. So for a Marine it might not be much, but like for the stronger units this could really make the difference. Whereas 15% extra fire rate is probably a bit weaker. Yeah, this one I've never picked because this one is just too good, because why build more SUVs when you can just save on SUVs altogether? Like with the 2 refineries, that's 6 SUVs less that you need. Science Vessel is a definite pick. It can, as I said, it can heal mechanical units. Whereas this one can like place down a turret or this shitty slow moving cruise missile. And this has also always been a no-brainer for me, the tech reactor. Just spamming the high-end units. Orbital Strike, I guess, could be fun to use, but you would need like so many barracks to pull it off properly. So yeah, I might do one more mission maybe.
I've heard a lot about you.
And then I should go to bed.
The Dominion always portrayed you as a criminal, terrorist. There's more to you than it seems.
Well, with Dominion being what it is, someone's got to stand up for the little guy. It sure ain't gonna be Minsk.
Doesn't seem like the Emperor cares at all. My people from Agria and displaced populations from across the sector have all fled to a refugee staging area on Meinhof. There are reports of violence and disease spreading throughout the camps, but the Emperor's done nothing.
I'll look into it, Doc.
What do you have to say, Matt?
It sure felt good rescuing those folks. But there's millions more out there that need help, too.
We can't be everywhere at once, sir. The important thing is that we set an example and gave them hope. Every time we help folks in need, it's another step on the road to a better future.
I know, Matt. But it's been 4 years and we're still no closer to bringing Minsk down. Now with the Zerg back in the mix, your better future needs to hurry up and get here, or there's gonna be no one left to see it.
So it sounds a bit like the talk of the people from like Extinction Rebellion and so on. If we don't stop climate change right now, then we'll all be dead and there won't be a future anyway. I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't fight climate change, but it won't be quite so drastic. Let's see, what can we get? So we can get now the firebed upgrades. What do they get? 40% larger area of attack, that's... could be quite tempting. Or 2 extra armor, but that's quite expensive. But I think I might get the gauntlets. Yep, let's get those. That could be fun. So yeah, I think one more mission and then...
Jim, refugee populations from across the sector have been using Minehof as a staging point. But with so
that
many people in
mission.
close proximity, an epidemic of some kind has started sweeping through the camps. Please, my people need help. We've got to do something before it's too late.
Is that the one where you have to hold out against the nightly attacks, or was that another one? I'm trying to remember. I think it's the one where you have to survive for 3 nights or so. But that's a lot easier if you have the tanks, so...
I hear the mighty Jim Raynor's on the move, but short on funds.
I think I will actually wait with that for a little bit.
Most valuable minerals around. And with the Zerg invasion, the Kelmorians backed up and lifted.
Because with siege tanks, this is a breeze.
Enterprising men could turn a big profit there. Meet me at Redstone if you want a piece of the action.
I want a piece of the action. Let's do this. I was hoping for Protoss research, but... Let's meet Tosh.
Redstone. Heck of a place. I ever mention how much I hate volcanic planets?
Good to see you made it. They call me Tosh. You help me mine the minerals I need, and I'll make it worth your while.
What's the catch?
Well, this place is a little unstable. The low ground gets flooded with lava every few minutes. Of course, that's where the richest mineral nodes are found.
Of course.
That'll be no problem for a big, tough guy like you.
Sir, I'm also picking up Zerg biosignatures on
Of
the
course.
surface. We'll need to spend some of what we mine just to defend the operation. The more we spend, the longer this is gonna take.
Lava and Zerg. 2 of my favorite things. Let's do this.
I just remembered this is also basically a rehash of a Brood War mission. Was it in the Terran campaign? Or in the Zerg campaign, where you also have to mine like, I think it was 15,000 minerals. Or was it even 50,000? And you have to like fight the Kelmorian combinate, which usually never shows up in the story. Right, so we got some Marines. I guess I shouldn't use too many SCVs, because these are all like pretty low on resources. So maybe like, what do I have?
Alert. Lava surge imminent.
That's 8, that's 11.
Immediately.
Yeah, I guess 12 is enough. And then let's get some train for Vespene duty. And I can use my Devil Dogs in this mission. They give 7 minerals instead of 5. I also actually give these guys a number, so you're just number 4. So I can just send them back into the fray real quick.
This counter shows the estimated time until the next lava surge.
Oh, crap.
Move all units and structures to high ground when a surge is imminent.
Yes, I understand, Matt. Thanks for telling me what the game has already told me like twice.
Yep. SCV ready. Who wants some?
That's another sad thing about Starcraft II, that it sometimes really treats you like an idiot. Let's train the first medic, I think. Yeah. Let's get one of those going. Okay, so 8,000 minerals I need to gather. Does the mineral number also increase with the difficulty?
I've got some friends coming to help you out. Reapers.
Reapers, you say? Hell, cowboy, we gotta train more of these guys. They're seriously badass.
You're the Reaper man.
So I might use the Reapers just for that, just to gather the minerals, but I will stick true to my credo and use just the Marines and the Firebats for fighting. Speaking of which, let's get one of them going, and let's train a builder SCV. And I guess I will also need a second barracks, but first I will build the engineering base so I can get the research going as fast as possible.
Some of my boys disappeared in this area. Want to see if they're still alive. Got my attention.
Let's see let's train another 2 medics.
Go ahead.
And once that is done, you start building defenses.
Armed and ready. Fight fire with fire.
And still 2 minutes until the lava comes back.
The doctor is in.
Get researching. Shouldn't the Zerg attack like soon?
Mineral field depleted.
There it is, it's already starting to deplete.
Bad news? Sir, scanners show a large
Yep,
biosignature
and there is the Zerg research.
Our research off to a flying start.
I mean, it's super strong, it deals 50 damage. But 700, I thought it was stronger, but maybe that was also like a thing on hard. Another 2 Firebats. Ah, there they are.
What's going on?
So, I still have enough supply to keep me going for a little while. You give me a bunker. You take position up here. Oh, I can't check if it's like armored or something. I mean, these are only strong against light targets, so I don't have anything to crack heavy targets, but with enough numbers I'll be fine.
Just a reminder, sir. The more minerals we expend on forces, the longer it's going to take to reach our
I know.
Try to be economical.
Shut up.
Mineral field depleted.
Yes, sir.
Seismic activity is increasing. Caution is advised.
Who wants some?
Alert. Lava surge imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
I certainly don't want for Vespine, I have almost 1,000.
In the rear with the gear. Big job, huh? Move it. Need a light.
Upgrade complete.
Get back to gathering, though this is almost depleted.
It is now safe to proceed with mining operations.
This force should be strong enough to actually get scouting.
Not enough minerals.
Ah, crap. There's more here. Okay, apparently the fire bats have like a small delay before they start attacking.
Tosh sent you to help? About time. Let's finish up this contract and get the hell off this planet. Give me orders. Go, go, go!
Can't the command centers transport?
Base is under attack.
Lift off. Load. Ah. Like that.
In the rear with the gear.
Mineral field depleted.
Aye, aye, sir.
Mineral field depleted.
Okay, you just get the resources for me.
Depleted.
You start researching this. You start putting people in there. You keep building a proper wall. Okay, this corner is pretty much done. And you just gather with your comrades there.
You want a piece of me, boy? We hear you.
Yeah, let's also train some devil dogs.
Here's the coordinates of the nearest mineral nodes.
Yeah. As I said, sometimes the game treats you like a complete fool. Sadly, not sometimes enough, it's actually rather frequent. Let's secure the area. Don't want Zerg attacking.
Armed and ready. Got it.
Okay, they can only come from here, apparently.
Why not? What's going on?
Still, let's build a bunker over here, just in case.
Sure thing. Been waiting on you. Sure. Orders
Still have 2 minutes.
Roger that.
They also have, like, I think they have 2 bases on the map. I've obviously found one. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, crap, they're attacking my command center. Oh no. I'll deal with you later. I could have sent these guys, but I said I wouldn't. And I won't.
Upgrade complete.
Come on, run. Also, you are all team 4. Let's get them to safety. Let's get them to safety.
In the rear with the gear.
You just keep building defenses, which I probably won't need.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Wham! Wham!
Seismic activity is increasing. Caution is advised.
By the numbers.
Ah, look at that, I can train more war pigs.
Alert. Lava surge imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
Yeah, I'll just suffer that. Or I'll just destroy their bases and they can't attack me anyway.
All clear. It is now safe to proceed with mining operations.
Get back to work. I want the next set of war picks. You return here. I guess one of you guys just gets to repairing. The rest can work their asses off. There we go.
Fight fire with fire.
Fight fire with fire.
This better be good.
I'm still nowhere near like the minerals I need. I have like 250 right now. But as soon as I need to stop building troops, that will all fall into place pretty fast. I know I spent too much. But these guys, wasn't there something? Yeah, they can pick that up. Purify them with holy flames. Ah, there's the Zerglings. Okay, retreat, retreat, retreat. Okay, let's look at the next set of Devil Dogs. I mean, they go for the commands and they don't even bother with my workers.
Mineral field depleted.
So this gives me plenty of time to just crush them.
Better send some body bags.
Orders received. Fueled up.
And the next set of Devil Dogs. 160 HP. 2 armor. You did. But I have it all figured out. I'll just keep these guys jogging across them. I mean, once I'm done down here, I'll have to clog up this entrance with them anyway, so...
That's my goose is getting cooked. Yes, sir. I'm on it. Get from above. Keep your shirt on, Sparky.
Just stay up there and grab that stuff.
Been waiting on you.
Or another idea, I will scout out this corner and have them mine here, closer to my base. Also, I wanted to train more medics. Or another idea, just keep these guys in a mobile reserve. I guess that's like the best idea. They don't seem to attack my base directly anyway. So unload all. Unload all. So you're like my reserve. You're like my pickup crew. I'll have to deal with that thing pretty soon too.
Need some triage?
You gonna give me orders?
For the Brutalisk, I might actually need more troops, so... let's train some more Marines. They have nice DPS.
Bad news?
That's true. I could kite him, I could try. But that takes micro. Do I have that micro? I don't know. I could also try, which the game has an achievement for. I could also try to lure him into the lava. But I'm not sure if that works with a normal infant. I think you need the Reaper for that. But there's an achievement if you kill the Brutalisk with lava.
seismic activity is increasing. Caution is advised.
You already got in position.
Alert. Lava surge imminent.
Oh look, there's stuff. I could theoretically have it land in the lava. And come on. Touchdown. 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 There we go.
All clear. It is now safe to proceed with mining operations.
Armed and ready. Who wants some?
So let's see, I have almost 30 people here. Let's train some more fire bats.
We could use some help here.
Oh no, I lost someone. Oh no, Jimmy!
You want a piece of me, boy? This better be
Last set of war pigs.
gonna give me orders?
There it is.
That's fine.
Ah, let's see. Okay. Micro, kited, lured into the lava. Cost me one fire bat, but that's it.
Can't wait. Got it. Sure. Looking forward to it.
So now I just need to seek and destroy the Zerg. How would Angel say it? Do I have to? No. Do I want to? Yes. Huh? How was that, huh? I'd say that was super accurate. I guess I could also just salvage the bunkers. It's not like I need them. And that's extra money for me. So let's find any resistance and crush it.
I'm on it. That's fine. Roger that.
Mineral field depleted.
Yes, and by the numbers.
Mineral field depleted.
They don't take it twice, do they? No.
Mineral field
Don't take it twice. Get to work. Ah, I lost another fire bat. But they're fun. I'm not sure they're like super useful, but they're fun to use. As you can see, they're super useless against buildings. But the swarm enemies just fall to them. You just grab things. Get lost. Okay, it has 10 armor, that's a lot, but still. Right, another base done.
Base is under attack.
Mobile reserve. Action. There we go. Next assault. And I still have 40 seconds until the lava comes back. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going.
Seismic activity is increasing. Caution is advised.
Almost done, Mr. Rayner. Just a few more minerals to go.
Alert. Lava surge imminent. Evacuate low ground immediately.
North there. Gangway, coming through. That's fine.
Okay, one more base in this corner. And I think by base raiding alone I will get enough minerals to just finish the mission.
All clear.
But you keep on gathering nonetheless. The last the last two minerals.
Oh yeah. Aye aye, sir.
Yep, there they are.
Mineral field depleted.
Charge!
Of course.
Show them who's boss. Oh, flyers even.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Oh, they even have a hive, the biggest upgrade.
Vespine geyser exhausted.
Okay, so you relocate. Ah, they have another one of those.
Unacceptable landing zone.
That's fine.
The hive cost us under attack. Yeah, there's enough here to just finish the mission. They want to destroy a little bit more. Ah, can you finish the egg? You can. Let's grab that, let's grab that. Let's grab that. And there's the last 200. Ba-ding!
Alright, boys, nice work. We got what we came for. Now let's get out of this hellhole.
Finished already.
I like how he's just leaving his infantry behind. Ah, okay. Never mind. That would have been very un-Rayner of him. Okay, I lost 5 units, I killed 174. Like, the swarm can pack its things and go home. At this rate, I'll just win through attrition.
Nice work, sir. The payoff from Redstone really got us back on our feet.
Why is that Tosh guy aboard?
He wanted to talk to you in person, sir. Something about conducting more business ventures together.
Thank you, thank you.
On him?
Of course. And he's no pirate. Rumor has it he's a renegade ghost. And until he vanished, he was one of the Dominion's top assassins. Now Manx hates him almost as much as he hates you.
Well, I like this guy already. Just the same, we'd best keep an eye on him.
Yes, sir.
I wonder how the rumors that Matt has heard, how they actually reached him. Like, did he just log into the internet equivalent of Starcraft and like Google Gabriel Tosh? And then like on the website for the year of 2020-63, he saw like his class photo.
Donnie Vermillion, UNN. Your first, last, and only stop for the truth. Tonight, our own Kate Lockwell uncovers a secret shadow war waged by our brave Dominion.
Ah, that's fine. I'll log off in a minute myself.
Thanks, Donnie.
So you're not going to miss anything. I'll just do the dialogues, check the armory, and then it's bedtime for me. But thanks for the company. It's been very fun having you. And I will, I guess, see you tomorrow evening, huh? For some Command and Conquer. So sleep well, and until tomorrow.
I think we'll all sleep a little better tonight, knowing our Dominion forces are watching over us. For UNN, I'm Donnie Vermillion.
What does Tychus have to say?
You ever heard of a guy named Gabriel Tosh?
Only rumors. Way I hear it, he was mixed up in some covert branch of the Ghost program that produced some real scary badasses. Word was, Tosh snapped and went rogue. I'd play it real cool with that kind. He'd cut your throat soon as look at you.
I've dealt with rogue ghosts before. It's the one still working for Manx I got a problem with.
Just out of curiosity, I did some tests on the minerals from Redstone. I thought you should know I found trace quantities of jorium, a rare crystal with very unique properties.
I'm all ears, Doc. What kind of properties?
Jorium resonates at the same frequency as certain brainwaves. It's been theorized that it could be used to stimulate brain activity or even produce psionic abilities in human subjects.
What the hell does Tosh want that for?
What could a ghost need psionic stuff for? It's a mystery. So almost enough for the next level, where we can get the planetary fortress. Let's see if we can cantina, armory. Let's check that. How much money do I have? 160. Yeah, Reaper upgrades, more range, more damage against light armor. And an anti-personnel timed weapon. But that would require the enemy to stand still. Also, it's not a classic unit, so I'm not using that anyway. I do get better turrets, though. The second attack with area damage. But I'm not sure how strong that is. I think like each... It fires like 12 missiles or so, but each only does like 1 damage. The extra armor could also be interesting, but maybe I'll just save my money for now. Let's talk to Tosh.
Ah, he is the man. We make a good team, me and you.
Why are you here, Tosh? Our business is done unless you got something else for me.
Yeah, I got another job for us on a world called Belshia. Interested?
Maybe. What's in it for me? Piracy ain't exactly my chosen path.
Everyone knows Jim Raynor wants to put the hurt on Manx. I can help you with that. I can help you big time.
I'll think about it. For the time being, welcome aboard the Hyperion. We'll talk later.
So I think the next mission is where you get the Goliath Yeah.
There's a rare gas on Belshir, the Protoss skull, the breath of creation. They think it'd be a gift from their gods. We call it Terrazine, and it'd be worth a fortune to the right bidder. Of course, those Protoss will kill us if they catch us on their holy ground. Or at least they'll try.
So that's going to be a very useful mission. I mean, 120 is good credits. I got enough Protoss research to give me my first upgrade on that tree. And the Goliath is just a really good unit overall. It can attack air, can attack ground. It won't win like a one-on-one fight necessarily, but it's reasonably cheap. Available pretty early in the tech tree. So this is like basically the infantry of the vehicle tree. Like this is the marine for your factory.
Jim,
This I'll still do later, and
reports of a new Dominion salvage operation on Tarsonis. They're running a large number of supply trains with minimal
that
security.
mission.
If we intercept the trains and liberate their contents before they can be shipped off-world, we could make a serious profit.
I'm at Horner mission. So I think I'll do Belshir next. Get the Goliath. And hopefully I will get the mission where I get the tanks soon. But that's, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Tychus. It's a Tychus mission, I believe. Because there you get the next piece of the artifact. But that will be for next week. Still, this game is damn fun. So let's do a save. Yeah, Wings of Liberty is a good name. So yeah, I will definitely continue that as soon as I have the time. But no, on Monday I won't stream. No more time Monday because I have some guests over for fondue. Or fondue, or however you pronounce it in English. So I'll probably do more time on Tuesday again. Then Chaos Gate on Wednesday, of course. And so yeah, next weekend, probably, I'll play more Starcraft. So enjoy your night, your evening, whatever, and I'll just see you soon. Bye bye.